that intro? That brand new intro we got here on Dopetopia? Did you see it? Could you feel it? You know, the first year we came on here, we just tried to learn how to do everything and get real good at it, which we never did accomplish. Second year, we wanted to start doing live shows, and we started having guests on here. And third year, we've got a damn intro. Did you see the intro? We're like Jay Leno now or something. We're big time. This is big time. Did you see that? I even wrote the music, so maybe I won't get no strikes for playing music. What an intro. That's what I'm talking about. Well, today we got some weird shit to talk about. I know, weird shit on this channel. What? Weird shit? Yeah, weird shit today. We got weird shit. You know, I like dark stuff. I like horror, but I also like them C and D list or even EFG list characters, them people you never hear about much. And today I've got a book that came out this week, and I haven't heard one review about it. So I thought I'd get on here and talk about this book. I've been saving it to last, so I haven't read it yet, because it's like your dessert. You save your best books for last. And I've got this, and I've got Plastic Man that I'm saving. But first, let me show you stuff that's in the same ozone, in the same zip code, stuff that I'm talking about. If anybody knows my thumbnail on, you know, anything to do with me, you'll know this is my thumbnail right here. This is Lady Cop, and I love everything about Lady Cop. I'd like to be the director or the producer of the new Lady Cop movie that I got in my mind. I want to create a Lady Cop serial killer movie, and Lady Cop is the shit. This is my little thumbnail I always use, Lady Cop. And if you know anything about Lady Cop, you know this is the book to have, Lady Cop 1. This thing came out and it got shut down after one issue. Why? Because of all the... I don't know if you know who Richard Speck is, but you can Google it. Richard Speck killed 8 nurses in 1966. And this book came out in 75, and it basically shows... They use the whole story. Richard Speck killed 8 nurses while one nurse hid on her bed and watched it all. That's how Lady Cop became Lady Cop. She was in her campus dorm, and a killer walked in and killed all her friends, and she hid under a bed, and it was too much like the Richard Speck story, and people wanted this pulled off the shelf and shunned because the writer obviously had no ability to come up with anything original, and he copied the Richard Speck Chicago murder case of 1966. So that is Lady Cop. A lot of people know that story, and when you find these, you hardly ever find them. But if you do, they're either really high, people want $50, $60, $70 for them, or they don't know the story and they want $5 for them. So every time I find them cheap, I pick them up. But in this vein of Lady Cop, you also got Night Nurse. It's really expensive. Night Nurse, there's only like 6 of these books, and every time you find one, they're $40, $30, $60. Look on eBay. Type in Night Nurse. It don't matter if it's the first issue or the 7th issue. They all cost a lot of money. Night Nurse. So I love Night Nurse. I love Lady Cop. And now, do you know what came out this week? Yeah, Combat Nurse. American Mythology came out with Combat Nurse. What do you do when the world's smartest surgeon gets kidnapped by assassins? You send in Combat Nurse. And her sidekick, Blind, which is a blind person. But anyway, Combat Nurse. I don't know nobody that's reading Combat Nurse. American Mythology, #1 this week. Why ain't you reading it? Gotta get you some Combat Nurse. This weird shit is where it's at. Murder stalks the floor. Floor 7 at that. Combat Nurse. Get you some of that. Is that not badass? Is that not badass? Was that intro not badass? Is everything in Dopetopia not badass? Just like that, we're under 5 minutes. I just want everybody to see the intro and see Combat Nurse. I'm going to read it, but I haven't heard one person buying Combat Nurse. It's #1 from American Mythology. You vote with your dollar. We got to get people buying Combat Nurse. Go get you some Combat Nurse. Go get you some, all these. Go get you some Night Nurse. Go get you some Danger Street. Go get you some Lady Cop. It's very important. All this stuff is delightful. And it must be documented. And that's what we did under 5 minutes. So until the next time, leave me some comments. Smash that like button. Smash that dislike button, I don't care. Just smash a button. Sub if you're not subbed. Whatever you got to do, do it all. Do it all. And until the next time, read your comics.